I am continuing the message that I started preaching a few minutes ago. I'm going to title this the Kingdom of Heaven. I just made a note to make sure what I titled this, the Kingdom of Heaven. Maybe that will, set it apart if somebody is searching on YouTube for the Kingdom of Heaven or something like that. But continuing now from Matthew chapter 3. Looking at Matthew chapter 3. John has just baptized Jesus in the river. The heavens have opened and God has spoken. Jesus has not become God. Jesus will never become God. But he has become something. Just now, in front of these people, he has become known to be, by God himself speaking, his son. Now, I know you may have a problem with that, and that's just your problem. I don't have a problem with that. And I have, like I said, this Bible was copyrighted in 1978, and this is 2018. So if I figure correctly, that's at least 40 years. Yep. I haven't been reading from this Bible for 40 years, but I have read a lot in this Bible in at least 35. So if you find out that I know, some things that are in this Bible, I mean, if I've been reading something for pretty regular for 35 years, I might have something, stacked back in the memory bank. I might have. But I was in John chapter 3 in the beginning of this video, which is going to be titled the Kingdom of Heaven. God is in heaven, and he spoke the words, "This is my son," and I'm going to just paraphrase here, I love him. That's Bob's paraphrase for today. And in chapter 4 of Matthew, it says Jesus, this is the man who just got baptized. He's the Son of the living God. He's Mary's boy. He's her oldest child. Yeah, that's him. Jesus. Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. What a wonderful, experience to have. I mean, and it says he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights and had become very hungry. Now, he's very hungry. And here comes the devil with a question. If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread. Pay attention here, because you can learn something, especially if you consider, yourself as being a son or daughter of God. There's something that if you feel like, you know, that you are God's child, there's something you can learn here that you must know and understand. And if you indeed do have the Holy Spirit of God in you, you are a child of God. That's the proof. The proof that you are a child of God is the Holy Spirit in you. We just read where God said, "This is my son, and the Holy Spirit is in him." Now, he was his son before the Holy Spirit, came from heaven to abide in him. So we'll go on here with this reading here from Matthew chapter 4. The devil, he's the tempter. If you are the Son of God, command that these stones become bread. Jesus answered and said, "It's written." In other words, Jesus had been reading, for quite a few years. I mean, he's 30 years old now, and he's been reading. And he's got something in his memory bank too. And remember, he has just been filled with the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit came down from heaven, and it's, rested on him, and they've gone into the wilderness. And now here's the devil, and he says, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God." Jesus just explained something to the devil about God and man. He did. Now, if you are a child of God, or desire to, think that somewhere in the future you might, become a child of God, this might be worth, knowing. So, if you are a child of God, understand that Jesus told the devil, "Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God." And I can assure you that, those who are of God can hear God give directions that you can live by. But it says, "Then the devil took him into the holy city and had him stand on the pinnacle of the temple." Now, folks, back then there was a beautiful, beautiful temple in Jerusalem. It was the most beautiful thing that was in town. Now, the devil has taken Jesus. They are together. They are on the pinnacle of the temple. And the devil says to him, "If you are the Son of God, throw yourself down." So now the devil is going to prove that he knows some stuff that's written. Because he tells Jesus, "Throw yourself down, for it is written." The devil knows yeah, the devil knows God. Don't ever forget, the devil knows God. And now he's dealing with Jesus, God's Son. And he, "Throw yourself down, for it is written." will give his angels charge concerning you. Yeah, the devil knows that God has a lot of angels. And he knows that those angels will do whatever God commands them to do. Those are the wise angels. They're the smart ones. And they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. And Jesus said to him, on the other hand, it is written, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test. Now, if you are God's child and you're wise, you will do the same thing Jesus did. Don't fall for the devil's trick and do something that the devil wants you to do. Don't put God, your Father, to the test, because that's not wise. And the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him the kingdoms of the world and their glory, and said to him, all these things I'll give to you if you fall down and worship me. As if the devil could do it. The devil may tell you that. Well, he can't deliver. Jesus said to him, be gone, Satan. It's written, you shall worship the Lord your God and serve him only. And that's when the devil left. And that's when he'll leave you or me or any other child of God. As soon as a child of God submits to God and resists the devil, he will flee. I hope you have learned something today as we have read from the history book about God and his two servants from 2,000 years ago. Thank you for watching. I can do that because if you watched it, you got this far. Thank you.